Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to crack the code on something that, let's be honest, trips up pretty much everyone at some point writing a really good paragraph. We're going to unlock a simple but incredibly powerful technique that can totally transform your writing. Okay, so let's just get right into it. Why is this so hard, right? You've got all these amazing ideas swirling around in your head. You know exactly what you want to say, but getting it down on the page in a way that's clear and logical and actually convincing, man, it can feel like climbing a mountain. Does any of this look familiar? Your thoughts feel like a jumbled mess. Your ideas start out strong, but then they kind of ramble. You know you need evidence, but it feels weak. Or, my personal favorite, your paragraph just stops, dead in its tracks. You go way off topic and suddenly you've lost their reader, and maybe even yourself. It's a super common frustration. But what if there was a blueprint for it? A simple, repeatable recipe you could follow every single time to make sure your paragraphs are focused, supported, and actually feel complete. Well, you guessed it, there is. It's called the Fuel Method. And trust me, it is a total game changer for getting your thoughts organized and building powerful arguments on the page. So, what in the world is Fuel? It's a super simple four-step framework. The letters stand for focus, understand, evidence, and link. Seriously, think of it like a mental checklist that guarantees every paragraph you write has all the crucial ingredients. So now let's get into the nitty-gritty. We are going to break down exactly what each of these steps means and how you can start using them like right now. Here's the whole thing in a nutshell. You start by focusing on one main idea. Then you help your reader understand it by explaining what you mean. After that, you hit him with the evidence to prove you're right. And finally, you link it all back together. See that? It's a logical flow that builds a rock-solid paragraph every single time. All right, first up, F is for focus. This is your topic sentence. I want you to think of it as your paragraph's North Star. Everything, and I mean everything else you write is going to point back to this one single clear statement. Before you do anything else, you have to ask yourself, what is the one thing I'm trying to say here? Nail that sentence, and you've laid the entire foundation. Next up, U is for understand. This is where you explain that brilliant topic sentence you just wrote. You can't just assume your reader knows exactly what you're talking about. So give a little background, maybe define a key term, or just clarify your claim before you start throwing out proof. It's a simple step that makes sure your reader is totally with you. And now we get to the good stuff, E for evidence. This is the muscle of your paragraph. It's the heavy lifting. You know, it's not enough to just say something, you gotta back it up. This is where you pull in a specific fact, a juicy quote, or some hard data that proves your point is legit. And finally, we have L for link. This is the secret ingredient that stops those awkward, abrupt endings. You know the ones I'm talking about. Your last sentence needs to tie it all together, connect it all back to your main idea, and give the reader a satisfying sense of, I get it. It's what makes a paragraph feel complete, not just over. Okay, so that's the theory. Sounds pretty good, right? But how does this actually play out in the real world? Let's take a look, because this is where the magic really happens. Now, this is what I think is so cool about the Fuel method. It's universal. It doesn't matter if you're writing an English essay, a science report, or a history paper. The structure is exactly the same. For English, your claim is about a character, your evidence is a quote. For science, your claim is about a process, your evidence is lab data. You see, it's a transferable skill for thinking clearly no matter the subject. And this right here shows you the difference in black and white. On the left, you've got the before paragraph. The idea's there, kinda, but it's weak. It's choppy. On the right, though, that's the after with Fuel. It's got a clear focus. It helps us understand why sleep is important. It brings in real evidence from the CDC, and it links it all together in a powerful conclusion. The transformation is just undeniable. So why is this little acronym so powerful? Well, it's not just some cute writing trick. It actually taps directly into how our brains like to process information and handle big, complicated tasks. So the real power behind Fuel is that it organizes your brain, not just your words. I mean, think about it. Staring at a blank page can feel so overwhelming, right? That feeling is called cognitive overload. Fuel completely crushes that by breaking the huge task of writing into 4 simple, bite-sized steps. It gives you a predictable roadmap, which builds confidence, and it pushes you to think more critically, to connect your claims to actual evidence. After a while, it becomes this automatic checklist in your head, making you a much more independent writer. I think a sixth grade student who learned this method said it best. They just said, it helps your brain know what to do next. And that's it. That is the whole thing right there. Fuel gets rid of the anxiety and just gives you a clear path forward.
So, as we wrap up, I want to leave you with one last big idea. The real takeaway here isn't just about writing better paragraphs, it's about something much bigger.
Think about this for a second. What if structured writing is really just structured thinking, put down on paper? When you learn to organize your ideas into a clear, logical paragraph, you're actually training your brain to think more clearly, to build better arguments, and to communicate with real purpose. And that is a superpower that's going to help you way beyond just the written page.